Yeah, what? You watch? Wait that play.
Alright, I look forward to you, and I dang should look forward to them skins. Cause I'm gonna peel them like a bad baked potato.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup.
My broadcast up too.
The New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football.
We ain't playing that this year.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
What is you doing?
And he'll take this across the 25. Extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Gave up a touchdown to a
for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader. The
Tua
man
ended up in
the
New
plays
Orleans.
Center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meeting.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
You got Stephon Diggs?
That's where I go.
Stephon Diggs.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going quickly here to Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And I think we're all eager
to see how this offense
you
couldn't even give it to me.
This is a big spot, national TV game to start the season. The whole league and the whole country watching this one. Last year,
I couldn't give it up to the Falcons watching team.
Neither one of them did a whole lot offensively. A 10-3 final. Let's see if the defenses exert their will early in this one.
He can run for it, and he will.
Then did Luke Kuechly retire?
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, Galloway, you got to step up.
Carry now. This is
Number 1 receiver this year. Let Antonio Brown go.
Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Couldn't pay him.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back to throw here. And it's caught off the deflection. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And right away.
That's why you 4th down right there, Calvin.
This is picked up by the Saints.
Calvin Ridley?
Yeah.
He made the catch, then he turned into
What'd he do?
Took the contact
and
looked it up.
Oh, they overturned it, but still.
After review of the play,
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a 1st drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And they work this well.
The Russian leader is back, baby.
25 yards.
Yeah, I'm back. You saw that 60-yard rush? Length just broke.
I definitely like the play call. You don't
I'm talking about 9 over here in the A.
The what?
I'm talking about number 9 over here in the A.
And he's going to take this across the
how many yards he in the
territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, he ain't even hit 2,000. If Lindsay stay healthy, he definitely gonna hit 2,000.
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
If I can keep him healthy.
Like they were able to exploit right there.
18-7 was required for him to win the Super Bowl.
But it's incomplete.
I thought he was Michigan Conference.
And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give him plenty of...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go!
You really thought he was a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, Judy. Hit you right in the hands, buddy.
3rd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Can't come out of
Throwing on 1st down. Johnson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
I miss how they had fight for the football.
I know.
They'll run it now.
I could never win it.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 35.
When it was a pop,
they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have
the leverage going in and controlling things and
reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
You start the season off losing to Arizona, man. It's gonna be a long season for you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw.
I think when we played that league with like 8 people in it, Arizona got real good in the 2nd year, though.
Brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight.
What y'all to do with it, man?
The 2nd quarter now, and we do have our 1st point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say,
wow,
first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who can gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board.
Hey, Terry, you look at my broadcast, man.
I'll watch it zoom in.
Yes, make sure
look at my linebacker, dog. This nigga laying on the ground holding his knee.
Get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up.
Like he done tore his ACL.
To my tie.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe
he just hopped to the bench
coming at you, and you change the
but
blocking
you should have saw him before that. You winded just a tad
The
bit.
biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football.
That nigga look like he down for the year, though.
They've got to hold up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taking it about the 36.
Woo, foot sprain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend.
Pretty sure I was number 2.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line.
And my pass defense was 28, though.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Well, he shook you in.
Almost gets to the 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like
I think I might have a 7th round pick.
Drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A 7th round pick. But that's it.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
All-American ended with dude going back to Crenshaw, right?
His name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, ain't no way he can keep on transferring back and forth and have eligibility.
It's high school, man.
Hey, he done transferred like 3-4 times in the middle of the season.
That's high school.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Cornelius, Mazel, and John and Tim Landers used to do it all the time.
And it turned into an easy first
Can't do it nowadays.
They
lived in Douglas, and they played football and basketball, and then moved back to Douglas during the school year.
At this first half. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent.
Shoot, it's illegal to do now.
Hit that slant. A lot of people
Sean Polk came over during basketball season. He played basketball and left and went back.
If you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
He's a little short, dude.
A 21-yard
Take the challenge. He's a little short.
And the Falcons push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet.
So you made him a 70.
The run block, and they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Oh.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different
you didn't have the right numbers in the right places, I guess.
Touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him, and things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on
I wish I had some catch and we might get another kicker.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one.
Come on, Jamal.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Champion open up against the Saints
times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The open man is Smith. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole
Everybody look like they're in the dog fight now.
The safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot.
He got the big lead at 10 points.
Other targets aren't open.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39.
Hey, you got Edward Collins playing receiver this year, or he's still a return specialist?
On the board here, it's 10-3.
Still a return specialist. He's like the he's still the 4th string.
Somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead.
And I got him at 4th string just to have him at 4th string. He's 77, but my 5th string is at 84.
About set to begin the next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because...
I got Marvin Jones, don't even see the field,
right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as he'll start their drive
Calvin's about an injury away from being a regular. This nigga dropped. Rams on the loose.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Let that nigga broke me.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I hate when they do that. They be running, and if they run just a little bit more, bro, they'll be open. And they stop.
And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Johnson, go throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Elwood that got him a kickoff return. Opening week. Now they 1 yard.
Here's Johnson on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. And then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at that flag because you believe you're going to be right.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones.
And a boy Jet.
Touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable.
Game must be tightening up. That pressure getting to the rookie.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You have too much expectations on your other quarterback. He playing with no expectations.
That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for
I thought you were rolling with Jimmy.
To put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Welcome back, Telvin.
Get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something that gets you out to a quick start.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile
quarterbacks,
you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Johnson steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Don't look like them picks gonna help the Dolphins
That's
out.
a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that
they lost.
penny down.
Johnson now on first down. And his throw's going to be in.
Slippery and wet.
And Ingram was the intended target. And it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40%.
Hey, Junior, you still want use check?
Similar to a great hitter in baseball, who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want
ain't gonna resign it?
but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Dang, Kenny.
To throw on third down.
You don't got hurt on you.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna have no space for him.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
One thing I know from experience
could on both
the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender,
That's all
you
good.
find that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
24-10, Redskins behind.
How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to
On his revenge tour.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on
Goes like that. He ain't ready to come to the A.
Unsuccessful.
Oh, okay, I got it.
First down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Galloway out for the game.
And he'll go
He playing
down
home
shy
game
of
on
the
Saturday?
40 at the 41.
Nah, I'm on the road.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
We'll try to see my new stadium.
Maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run,
Still
you
next
get
year.
the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket. And
Should be a free agent. You might not have to trade him.
on that play, was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back to throw. Johnson. This complete to Jones.
I know he be dogging. You should be happy he walking.
From the shotgun to give to Jones.
I know he be dogging. You should be happy he walking.
And here he'll get it down to the
You know what
7.
I'm talking about? Just get out the building. Just go.
It's going to set him up with a first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips.
You might go to trade him now, but you're going to have the franchise tag him and trade him.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here
Who love
on
her?
Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead.
Here come
As we
Hartman.
get set to start the fourth.
He more accurate this year, though.
Looking to throw.
Oh, it's right. You got him at
He'll try and
defensive
run
end.
it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
What about
He
that,
turned
Brian?
into a nice game. Gets him 8 yards.
Yeah, I
closer
know
for
what I'm talking
third
about.
down.
You go like
This
that.
has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Man, Cam 9 for 10, man.
Johnson
212 yards.
operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Falcons push
He stepped out.
in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, you want it, but now you actually have to go and prove it.
There are two sides to that coin.
I thought they did that in 19. But not 20.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way.
I'm pretty sure I done got a delay.
And there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5.
Look at this mess,
the
man.
distance across the goal line for 2 points.
I ain't gonna get mad because it's Cam.
So after the
if anybody can break that tackle,
ready
it'll
to
be
kick
him.
this one off. This one fielded at the
So
5.
Jimmy.
Latavius Murray. Touchdown.
They blocked the punt, got 2 points, and returned the kick. The kickoff.
To the house on the kick return. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Nah, they blocked my extra point. Got 2 points, and then they turned around and returned the kick.
Coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos of their players.
12-23.
They say challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. That's fielded in the end zone.
So they waited till my receiver was wide open to throw a flag down.
Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Man down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll run it now out of the gun.
That nigga fast, man. He passing him the ball.
Leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Johnson buying time to his left. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. You and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Looking to throw. Johnson dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to
Boo,
go.
that's bull.
Cameron Jordan able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
How y'all gonna do it,
Before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Come on, man. That was cheating. That's the second time y'all let it hit my receiver right in the hands and they drop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Johnson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. First
down to win the game from a baby. Come on.
good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll drop the throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice
Minnesota
play.
Green Bay tie.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down.
Boy, the Rams open up a can, boy. Them boys on that revenge.
This is 3rd down and 12. Back to
What's the score?
27-10. 30 seconds left.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to
Like you got burnt for a touchdown.
He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Very hard to make the rush to do last year.
2nd down.
175.
Carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree.
How number 2 did?
Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back
Hey,
And he's got
your game over?
receiver. It's
Nah.
Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Oh, we'll get us some more yards then.
Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even
That's all right. D gonna hold in about 50 for me. Junior gonna hold in about 60, and I'm gonna hold in a -4. I'll catch up.
Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
Ooh, the Saints knew Drew Brees back, boy.
Some teams like to do something.
They ain't get 100 passing yards or rushing.
As they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Oh, come on, bro.
But couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
Man, Leslie had a $175 too, Terry.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
Yeah, my guy ain't touched the ball, but what? 22 times.
When they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar.
Quarterback had over 100 yards rushing,
and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think.
Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Bruh, he held the ball for him to block it.
And a blocked punt always can be such a momentum swing.
In a big way, because now the spark has been lit.
Everyone gets
involved with that team, and many times coaches preach: you block a punt, you block a kick.
They blocked the punt, extra point. He literally he did like the little hop step thing, and he just looked at him.
Here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Let me go look at what you talking about.
Looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas.
This is like the 20-second mark.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints make some inroads here to that
deficit.
After the incomplete pass. Nigga, you up 36-12.
Don't matter.
Hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're
rookie.
He watched him come.
He's stubborn, man.
A little bit of loose coverage there with
he dropped the snap hit his hands and then hit his chest, so he had to get the ball back.
Satisfaction away from that.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one